Good evening, guys, and welcome to Monday Division Round 9 around Monaco. Joined by the usual 50-year-old man after yesterday, Mr. Dark Mark. Say hello. I'm joking, he was 30-something. Anyway, Monaco. I don't know, let me watch the stream on mute. Oh, do you know why that will be? Because I didn't click more options, include party audio. Now you should get it. There we go. Right, he's here now and you should be able to hear him.
Unlucky, you'll be able to hear me now. Unlucky me now.
Heard yourself again. Right. We're a bit behind, but let's have a quick look at the times being set at the moment. We've got Plum 10.5, 10.5, and a 10.6 from Bacon Soda. Not much between them two. Never usually is in qualifying. Let's quickly get round to a Ferrari, I think, of A72. I think he'd be coming in here.
He's got Bacon Soda right up behind. No, Bacon Soda just coming in.
A72 stuck with it. I think he's going to go for one now. Got an Alpine of Matt. He stayed out with no ERS. I think he's going to set a time here. 13.7. Yeah, slight improvement there. P6 for him at the moment. And we've got an Alpha coming around a William Blau. It's a 14.6 from William P10. A Red Bull's lost it.
Yellow flags.
Mr.
Yeah,
Daldy.
Yeah,
hello to everyone in the stream. Mr. Dumar, Primal, some of the Wednesday lads. Giving the Monday guys support around this difficult track.
Rich trick on an outlet. And Destroyer. Coming up to the line. Slower lap from Destroyer.
By the looks of things, the weather doesn't look too bad. Be interesting to see what the race is going to be like.
Yeah, I think it's a dry race. Where are we?
A72's in the pits.
Those of you who are watching as well, Matt F1 UK, that is formerly Talented.
It's not letting me click on
new gamer tag.
Oh, there we go. William Blau's invalidated. He's got Hyper Ignite in front, just about to start a lap. Evening, Shaggy.
Yeah, Hyper Ignite. And we've got Fritz Trick over the tunnel. I think Destroyer is down on his time. I'm not sure if he's coming in or not. Yeah. He's got an Alpine behind him, a Bimmer guy. Got an Alpine, it's a Mercedes.
Icebreaker on an outlet. We'll follow Fritz Trick round the penultimate corner.
Ooh,
very deep. Looks like a fairly decent time. 12.2. It's a great time.
Just in front of his teammate. Hyper Ignite up.
It'd be interesting, Shaggy. 13 are starting. It is a difficult track. But these guys have got the balls to give it a go. Through the final little, whatever you call that. A 10.7. I think the three friends on the 1, 2 and 3 there. Obviously short qualifying, so...
Alpine, or is that the Mercedes again?
It's an Alpine.
No, it's the Alpine of Bimmer guy. I think he's just about to start a lap, actually.
Is that Icebreaker?
So Icebreaker.
Not sure if he's down or up. He's sticking with it, so let's see what he can do. He's going to put a time in, sorry. Good evening, Dumar. It's a 10.5.
12.5. Do you want to borrow my glasses, mate, or?
I think I might have to. There's a Ferrari of A72. He's on his out lap. I think Hybrid Night will be coming in.
Lap.
Baking Soda also on and out. Bimmer guy is on an app, so we'll keep on board with him through the chicane.
Oh, Red Bull of Scott scraping down the wall there as I clicked to him. Bimmer guys just hit the inside wall there on the left. Yellow flags.
Now for Tari.
That's Plum. That's Plum coming out the pits.
Bimmer guy shows brilliant pace in qualifying, week in, week out. Let's see what he can do here. Get 13-2.
Got Goomba coming round to start a lap, I think.
We believe it's a dry race, Duma. We're not 100% sure.
Oh, I think there's a problem with the Plum. Oh no, I think he's just stopping and letting people go.
Oh, he's got a 5-place grid penalty. Baking Soda collision. Baking Soda, sorry, a 5-place grid penalty.
It's horrible. I can see what Plum's trying to do. He's trying to stay out of the way of everyone, but it's just so hard to do it round here.
I think he may have... I
think it's messed up Scott's lap.
Yeah, unintentionally messed up Scott's lap. Still plenty of time to get another lap in, but obviously not ideal if he was up on his time.
William Blau
A72 jumps to P5 there. 6/10th improvement.
William Blau's down on his time. I think he might... No. I think he's just about to start time, actually. Start one. Then we've got Bacon Soda. I mean, I don't know, he's invalidated, so I think he's starting the one now as well.
Atkins as well. And I think the other Red Bull probably giving it another go. I think it might be Mr. Goomba. And he's invalidated. 6/10 up.
Yeah, Scott was held up on his lap there, so I think he's just going to try and go for another one now. Plum coming around to start one as well.
I think William Blau will be the next guy if you want to keep an eye on.
We've got the Alpine of Matt.
There we go. 4 temps up at the moment. Let's see where he can put himself. 8 temps up. P9. Just short of Icebreaker.
A72's coming out. Well, he's invalidated, so I can only guess he's going to try and go again. We've got William.
Was 1.3 seconds up. See if he can extend that improvement.
William
can.
Up to 10th.
The Red Bull of Atkins. Atkins in the pit. 2 fast approaching Astons.
Scott's coming round as well.
Scott had a spin.
Coming in.
Fritz Trick's going to be starting.
Yeah,
I believe.
Destroyer's gone in.
We missed a Plum. 4 temps up at the moment. Can he get into the 9s?
Oof, no, not quite. He lost a bit there in the final sector, I think.
Got an Alpine. He's at Bimmer. Oh, it's Matt coming in, I believe.
Yeah, Matt's up on his time again, I think. For 4.
Just shy of a 10th improvement. Jumps him up.
He has
All
got
Bimmer
the
guy.
McLaren of Hyper behind him.
Bimmer guy's had a 5-place grid penalty collision with Hyper Igniter. As he goes a 10th faster.
William again.
Into the pits.
Coming in.
Icebreaker.
Yeah, Icebreaker, yeah.
Think it might be Fritzrix next who's going to set a time though. Currently just shy of 2 temps up.
Yeah, I think Icebreaker's about to start a lap by the looks of it.
Purple sector 2 apparently from Fritzrix. Oh, I thought he turned in a bit early then. It's a bit of that outside curb. There we go. 11, 8,
9.
9, sorry.
You definitely need my glasses, I think, mate.
I do.
Right, Hyper. He's down on his time.
And Alpine, I think Bimmer guy, I know they had a collision. I think he's going to go for one this lap.
Outlap.
Yeah.
Piper's in.
So it's Mr. Bimmer, one of the Astons, Fritz Trick, no. Icebreaker.
Icebreaker's on an inlap, I think. He's 2 temps down, so.
Scott's on an outlap, and I think he's... Oh, Scott's gone deep, almost hits the barrier.
Yeah, Atkins on an outlap as well.
I think we got the end of it, Drac, with Fritz Trick. We see him cut across the... Well, I saw him cut across the chicane, but I'm not quite sure exactly what happened. But no, if he's unintentionally impeded your lap, obviously, and you think a clip needs to be sent
going
in...
for another lap now. The guy's down on his time. He's still got 100% ERS. I think he might be going for a double out, that sort of thing.
Bacon soda giving way to the Red Bull.
I think Icebreaker may be the next one to set a time.
Yeah, it's a difficult track to get out of the way on this one. He's got to time it right.
Icebreaker goes a bit deep into the chicane out the tunnel there.
He does.
Oh,
and he's gone. Slow down, Red Bull. Oh my God. Is that Atkins?
Come in. There's baking soda coming. Oh no, it's not baking soda now, it's the other Red Bull.
I think his car's gone. Yeah, green flag.
Yeah, it's gone. Atkins would probably have to change his underwear in between qualifying and the race now, I believe.
Definitely.
Because he did hit him. He sort of just scraped it on the side of him, but there was he couldn't go nowhere.
There's nothing he could do. Luckily survives. Here's Scott. It's a second improvement. Oh,
and then cuts turn one and hits the wall.
Car didn't seem like it wanted to stop there.
Baking soda just starting a lap.
Bimmer guy.
Igniter's just starting a lap.
Bimmer guy's invalidated. Plum's going to start a lap.
Yeah, Destroyer's just starting one, I think, as well. Well, he's still got 100% ERS.
I think all these guys are starting, as is A72.
Plum hasn't managed to go quicker. He may be going for another one now, by the looks of it.
I think he has. I think he is, sorry.
We've got Atkins coming round, he's down.
I think it might be baking soda next.
Yeah, Goomba's just about to, well, he's just about to finish his out lap. Yeah, I think it is baking soda.
Nice through the chicane there. 4 temps up at the moment. Ooh, clips a bit of the curb there. Barrier, sorry.
Ooh. He's pushing.
He wants that pole position. As he does.
So far he's on it. So Scott's come in. Destroyer.
Hyper
Doesn't improve. Hyper doesn't improve his position. Got
Bimmer guy. And then Plum. Was it Goomba? Plum, there you go. He's into the 9s. Jesus Christ.
Fritz Trick, he's down on his time. We've got the Red Bull of Atkins coming round.
Nice through there.
And then it's Goomba. Ooh, bit deep there for Atkins.
Oh.
I think he's going to give up on it. So down to Goomba then.
I think that might be the last one.
And Goomba's giving up on his timers
Oh.
and spinning into the pits and then glitching back onto the track. It's just baking soda left, but obviously he's invalidated, so that is qualifying done.
Bish bash bosh.
We've got Plum taking the 3 extra points in qualifying for Team AlphaTauri.
Oi, oi.
Bacon Soda taking the 2 extra points for Team Haas, obviously, and himself. And Hyper Igniter is taking, as a reserve for the McLarens tonight, it's taking the extra point for P3. In all fairness, between Plum and Bacon Soda, that's not a lot of time difference.
No. I think both of them have a mistake in them during the race. So it'd be interesting to see, because you can't afford a mistake around this track. So it'd be interesting to see maybe the consistent in-race drivers could come off with good points here.
Yeah, especially, I mean, this track, it is consistency, you know what I mean? That is the key.
If you grab a screenshot, mate, if you don't mind it. Right. As mentioned by the Dark Mark, Plum on pole position, 3 extra points for him, 2 for Bacon Soda in that Haas, and 1 for Hyper Igniter, reserving in the McLaren tonight with Atkins P4, A72, Fritz Strick, Drac, Scott, Talented, or now Matt, F1, and Icebreaker complete the top 10 with Bimmerguy, William Blau, and Mr. Goomba completing the rest of the grid. Some drivers getting 5-place grid penalties there, so I've just noticed that Bacon Soda will be dropping down to P7, which would push Igniter up into P2 for the race start. And there was a guy further back as well that picked one up.
Just want to hope, really, that everyone keeps it a bit sort of sensible and patient, you know what I mean?
That is... So we get into the lobbies before the drivers, and I can just see 3 of each team, the pit crew, just standing there parallel to each other.
Yeah, I can see all of them. They're all just standing out there.
So, 5-minute break, guys. Unserved 5-place grid penalty. Did he not serve it?
I think Goomba can hear us one way or another, but if Goomba will be the one that starts the race. He'll be starting it at 9 on the dot.
So potential lobby restart here. Well, Bacon Soda requesting. He didn't serve his 5-place grid penalty that he was given. Yes, he has. Oh, yeah. Oh, mate, tonight and my night. Unfortunately not, mate.
Well, we haven't done it in the past.
Yeah.
It could be a game issue, but unfortunately everyone's got to deal with the same game issues. You know what I mean? It's just unfortunately it's affected him tonight. So another 3 minutes and then we get the out lap or the formation lap underway. Are you looking forward to this one on Wednesday, Aaron?
No. I'm not. I'll quickly put that in there. No.
I don't mind Monaco, to be fair. I don't mind it. It's a lot easier, I think, on the wheel. Um, it's not. I mean, it's still not a brilliant track. You just can't overtake round it anymore, really, unless you just send a move, and that can always end up badly.
It can. I think the issue I have here is consistency in race. It's just not.
Mm.
Some tracks you can afford the odd mistake or not getting the apex right, but here you can't, and that's where I'm gonna struggle. But we'll see how it goes on Wednesday.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it. If it rains, it's a bit shit, but
I'd happily say I'd rather do this track than Canada, though. No, I'm joking. That's pushing it.
nah, definitely not. I reckon we should replace Monaco with Canada and do it twice.
I reckon we just do Silverstone, Silverstone, Silverstone for the rest of the season. You know, I do.
Definitely not.
It's an amazing
Definitely
track.
not. Anyone else? Did you see the thing come out today about the Spanish Grand Prix next season?
I didn't read it, but I've seen there's a change in the track. Is that right?
Yeah, it looks like they're gonna get rid of that final chicane on the Spanish track.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I actually prefer it. I hate that fight. That final chicane is probably the worst bit of the Spanish track.
It is, but the rest of the track is pretty. I wouldn't say easy, but the rest of the track's pretty straightforward, bar the first three corners.
Yeah, that's it. It's
I think.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't like that final chicane. I'm glad they're taking it out.
Shaggy's a man of culture. IMO Silverstone is the best track on the calendar. A man of culture. Get rid of the.
We'll be starting anytime soon.
Get rid of the last chicane in Canada.
There you go.
Then it's going to be a good track.
Yeah, I mean they could make it more. I mean, rather than having the chicane with the Wall of Champions, well, they still have the Wall of Champions there, but they could always make it more like an S as opposed to a
Literally
chicane.
right. Yeah.
Because you could, rather than having the chicanes, obviously it stops the DRS and then reactivates the DRS again after the chicane. So they could kind of make it in a gentle S and have a continuous DRS through there, maybe.
You could. But away we go for the formation lap.
Let's have a look at starting tyres. The front three have decided to start on the hards.
Bit of a mixture, I think.
I think it's about half and half.
Yeah.
Roughly. We've got Plum, Igniter, Atkins, Destroyer, Bacon Soda, Scott and Goomba starting on the hards. With A72, Fritz Trick, Matt, Icebreaker, William and Bimmer Guy on the mediums.
It's interesting
Plum
to see.
sort of doing Tokyo drifting round.
It's interesting to see that the only back runner, essentially Goomba, on the hards. A lot of drivers seem to put the hards on when they start towards the back of the grid. It's not quite the same around here.
The thing is, for me, especially around this track, I wouldn't want to start on hards because there's. I mean, I know safety cars are always glitched out on here. You very, very rarely see a safety car around here. But if you get damage in the first couple of laps and you've started on the hards, it kind of messes your strategy up.
It's more.
Whereas if you're on the mediums to start and you get damage, you can stick the hards on and do the majority of the race on the hards. You know what I mean?
You're more prone to damage towards the beginning of the race as well, and it just doesn't help starting on those. Oh, and there's Plum into the wall.
In all fairness, he kind of deserved that. he's been taking the piss all the way around. Well then. Some dimmer guy coming up to his squid slot. A72's missed his squid slot.
I think I may keep on board
There's William.
with A72.
Yeah, 4th place is not bad. I might sit on midfield about Destroyer.
Oh, there's 5 red
Here
lights.
we go. 5 red lights.
Oh, okay. And away we go.
Go, go, go.
Fritz Trick with an amazing start.
Oh, Red Bull tried going out the outside. Oh,
Oh.
see. Cluster, cluster.
Oh, oh, easy. Lord have mercy.
Soda and Fritz Trick. Not sure who ended up with damage there. If anyone did get damage, I think there may have been a couple. Not sure who it would have been. But Plum's already opened up a second out front to Hyper. Baking Soda was on the back of Atkins already.
Baking Soda gets that chicane nicer. Done nicer than Atkins.
Oh, he's going to have a look. He's going to have a look. Oh.
William Blau's dropped
yeah,
down
dropped
there.
It. I think you have to stick on Baking Soda for a bit.
See if he's got no visible damage to his car. I think you'd notice, to be honest. Oh, and there's another wall.
Fritz Trick's not too far behind these two. Oh, little nudge from Baking Soda there to Atkins. William must have damage, he's gone in.
Atkins dropping right off the front two there. Under a lot of pressure from Baking Soda. And Mr. Daldy Cack, AK Scott's left the session.
Oh, hang on a second. I'll invite him back in.
Far too many walls shagging. And there's Hyper Ignite with the fastest lap. 13.6 on those hards.
He's closing back up to Plum at the front, to be fair.
He is.
Still sitting with Baking Soda at the moment. Scott's back in. Good. Big Maguire's catching up to the back of Goomba as well.
Oh, and Atkins goes deep.
I'm not sure if there was contact there or I didn't see it.
Nah, I don't think there was, no.
Maybe
I was on
just
board with
outbraked
Baking
himself.
Soda, yeah.
Not sure.
It's not ideal for Atkins.
And that is a typical case of what I was saying. Start on those hards, get damage in the first couple of laps, and it kind of ruins your strategy a bit. Alright, Scott, I think he may be back in his car now.
Jump on board with Bimmer guy here on the back of Goomba.
Yeah, Scott's back in his car. I'm sure he'll know that his brother in front's got wing damage. Icebreaker is on the back of Scott now as well.
Plum and Igniter trading fastest laps.
Careful. Oh, yeah, there you go. There. Atkins is peeled off. Icebreaker's looking a bit keen on Scott.
Jump on board with Icebreaker up the hill. Icebreaker obviously on the quicker tyre. We're looking to get in front of him, but it's picking the right moment. Thought he was going to have a look there. Round Is that the casino? I don't know what you call it. See Bacon Soda trying to catch those front two to get back up in there after a very unfortunate 5-place grid penalty.
She probably should have started P2.
I did watch the clip and it was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But he's back onto the podium.
It's happened to all of us. You know what I mean?
I can be one. My AI gave me a 5-place grid penalty in another league last Sunday, I think, when I was when I retired or whatever I did, cross the line to finish my lap.
Icebreaker's got a much better drive out of that corner.
It's
just not.
Just can't get past.
Means you've got to sit behind, put them under enough pressure, and wait for them to make a mistake. That's all you can do. If you just send a move, it's going to end in tears. He's going to go up the inside. Pulls out of that.
And here's a potential through the tunnel, but even still at high speed.
Bimmer guy's still on the back of Goomba as well.
Aerial view here through the chicane.
Just noticed as well, Matt is catching the back of Destroyer.
Very fast as well.
He got a bit out of sorts in that chicane though. So he's got
a yellow
DRS.
flag.
Oh, we've got a split strip. Got to be careful turning around. He can't sit for too long. He's going to get disqualified. He's going to have to move.
Let's move the car slightly, mate. Oh, that's a very unfortunate position.
Yeah. Right, back to... I don't know, Bimmer guy and Goomba's probably the closest battle at the moment.
Lee's just put in chat, Hyper Ignite has a 5 second to be put onto this race from last week. So be looking to quickly get away from the others. Bacon Soda's put a bit of time on him in the past 2 laps.
Still a long, long way to go yet, though.
Sure have.
Icebreaker and Scott still close.
Bimmer guy just hasn't got the battery. Pull himself closer to Goomba.
Yeah, literally. Bimmer guy sitting there on 10, 11%. Goomba sitting there on 95.
Oh, Icebreaker.
Icebreaker's gone.
Oh, and Goomba narrowly misses that spinning Mercedes. Bimmer guy as well, almost getting caught there. If that isn't a safety car, of course it isn't. We love Monaco.
I mean, that should be a safety car.
But that's why he lifted off on the yellow flags, because I think if Goomba kept his foot down, I think it would have been game over for him.
Yeah, William just driving around on his own, running his own race at the moment. Atkins has got to do the same thing, run his own race.
Rest of the field sort of slowly opening up.
William's back in the pits actually.
Oh, he's
retired in the pits. Not 100% sure. If you are watching William, can we please have evidence of rear wing damage? If not, that is a rage quit penalty.
If you're watching, Lee, which I presume you are, mate.
Right, so
another yellow. It's William Blau's car coming back on the
Igniter's
track.
got to be careful there. That's the problem. We've got Williams' car back out on track.
Oh, and Scott locks up.
Right, now we've got a run of cars here.
Evening, Stuart.
Coming up to Williams' car, which is going to be stopped on the track somewhere in a minute. Right, there it is in front of Destroyer now. Why is the car back out anyway? I don't understand it.
Oh.
There you go. There you go, he's just pulled off now. Why is it just done half a lap again and then pulled over? Stupid. It's what annoys me about when people just quit, because it could fuck someone else's race up. I mean, if you're going to race, race. Just 'cause it's Monaco, just get on with it. Alright, so we've got Bin Maguire and Goomba again then. Goomba's just got to keep his head, keep it calm. Don't worry too much about Bin Maguire behind. He's got to try and find a way past, and it's not easy to do it, especially behind Goomba. He knows what to do.
In case you didn't know, Goomba and the Dark Mark are brothers.
Please stop it.
I think Bin Maguire's just conserve that battery. It's going to be hard to recharge around here.
Goomba's still sitting fairly comfortably on 87%, so Goomba's definitely got the battery advantage on Bin Maguire behind him, so everyone else is sort of starting to spread out. Atkins has caught the back of Fritz Trick after he had his spin.
Jump on board with that battle. I think we'll jump on board with that battle. If you can call it a battle around this track.
This little train.
Or like follow the leader.
It's just sort of watching how the people that are close and waiting for the mistakes, really, isn't it?
It is.
Oh, I thought Atkins was going then.
Good save.
The plum's opened up just over a 6-second gap to Hyper now. Bacon Soda's still in that 5 seconds that Hyper's got going on at the end of the race. There's not really a lot to be sort of talking about at the moment. Bin Maguire's still on the back of Goomba as well.
We could talk about how Graham Potter's going to get sacked and we bring in Luis Enrique.
Don't really want to talk about Chelsea, if I'm honest. I had to sit there and... it was that boring, the game yesterday. It put me to sleep. You know what I mean?
Oh, was that that put you to sleep?
Yeah. Atkins still on the back of Fritz Trick as well.
William says he had damage and has a clip, so he'll be sending it over.
Good.
Which, if you've got rear wing damage, we understand, so we're reasonable in that sense. We keep on board with this battle at the back with Atkins and Fritz Trick. Fritz Trick's battery's flashing. Atkins will see that. There's not much really you can capitalise on, really, bar a mistake. They are slowly catching the battle ahead, Bin Maguire and Goomba. Atkins had a much better run out of that corner, but once again, you can't.
Oh, he nearly loses it.
You just can't get an overtake done, really. You may have a look here.
He might have a run on him. He's got his... he pulls out of it. But he might have...
All side by side here.
Side by side up the hill.
using that bit more battery he's got.
Yeah, he's managed to get past Fritz Trick.
He's timed it well.
I think Fritz Trick kind of pulled out of it. Yeah, I think he knew that he was going to lose it, and it just used his head a bit and decided to let him go. They are catching right up to the back of Bimmerguy and Goomba as well.
No rain, I think, Woodsy.
It's getting a bit cloudy, to be fair.
It is. It was a good overtake, doing my correct, and I think bar lap 1, turn 1, the first overtake we've seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep an eye on Bimmerguy and Goomba, but Atkins will be with them fairly soon, I think.
Goomba gets a bit of the wall there. Yellow flag.
That is Fritz Trick coming in
into
the
the pits. And here's Atkins closing in on Bimmerguy, regaining that
No
DRS.
wing damage. There's no wing damage for Fritz Trick. He's just going for the hards now, I think. Is it around that time yet? I wasn't sure. I'm not sure. I thought they lasted a bit longer than that, the mediums.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect 26 on the hards, but
I mean, you can do it.
yeah. Now, once again, I think we said this multiple times, the Goomba train, as we get our first penalty of the night from A72.
Obviously, if people aren't aware, there is points on offer if you can go through a race without receiving an in-game penalty. 5 seconds, you can receive them. If you serve them and go over the line without it, then you still get the extra point. So 3 seconds, that's your extra point lost.
See if Atkins or Bimmerguy can get a run on Goomba. The use of that DRS. Atkins looks like he's got a great run on Bimmerguy.
That was excellent from Atkins, to be fair.
And there's his second overtake of the race in front of Bimmerguy. Now he's got to get past Goomba.
I mean, Bimmerguy's not going to let it lie, I don't think. They are both on the mediums compared to Goomba's hards, though. But then the hards and the mediums now are probably going to be fairly similar in performance. Maybe the hards might even be a bit quicker now, to be fair.
Goomba looking a bit loose.
Is Atkins going to have a look into the chicane? No, he backs out of that one. I think he's found the ideal place to overtake. He just needs to stay close enough to him.
Exactly that.
Don't forget Goomba's ERS advantage, though. Bimmerguy is still there as well.
And also to mention, Atkins he will have to pit again.
Goomba's managing to use his ERS quite effectively there to keep him behind.
Got a good run up the hill, but it's getting past. It's the real battle.
Very, very well raced by Goomba at the moment. To be fair, he's sticking his car right in the middle of the track. He's not really letting Atkins have any sort of place and space, to be fair.
Just go back to the
Bimmerguy's still on the back as well.
He is going back to the top 3, and the gap between the top 3 and the rest of the guys slowly extending now. 18 seconds.
Oh, Atkins has got a bit of a run on Goomba.
Oh.
Side by side. Goomba manages to hold on to it.
Of course, when I go off.
It's the only battle really on track, so
I think he may have a look here, but Goomba with that battery advantage, and Scott picks up a 3 second.
Yeah, Goomba's managed to hold on to it again. Is Atkins going to get a drive up the hill again? Goomba's not
Does.
going to allow him the space. Yeah, it's frustrating. The cars are just too wide now. It's just so frustrating for people to get stuck behind. Oh, he locks up. Oof. Oh, and Bimmer nearly hits the back of Atkins in as well. Goomba can breathe for a second. Got yellows.
I think that's his brother Scott. Slightly further up the field. Yeah, I think he's got wing damage there. Couldn't brake in time for that chicane, had to go across. I think that's another 3 second for him.
If it is wing damage, I think it's minor because he's still got both his end plates.
And
Got
he locks up.
Helicopter view at the moment. Yeah, no, he's carrying on. Atkins back onto Goomba's rear again. And again, Goomba holds on to it. Atkins is going to get a run up the hill again.
Deja vu.
Bimmer guy's actually dropped off now. I'm not sure if he has got damage or not. Or whether his mediums are starting to drop off. Don't forget Atkins' mediums are a little bit newer because he had to pit
Matt picks up.
3 second.
Baking soda just breaking that 2 second barrier there to hyper igniter. And slowly dropping out, just sitting around that area.
Goomba gets a bit squirrely through the tunnel. Atkins is trying to force him into an issue now.
Talented pits. I think we'll be seeing the medium runners come in shortly.
Yeah, well, Matt, the talented, he's in. Atkins nudges the back of Goomba there. Goomba did run a bit deep into the corner, to be fair. So Bimmer guy has gone in.
Oh, and Baking Soda with a 3 second time penalty.
That's not going to help him, especially with Hyper's 5 seconds.
Once again, Atkins with the better run up the hill.
Brits Tricks managed to get past Bimmer guy. Yellow flags.
I think Scott's gone deep at that corner. The Red Bull's going deep.
Matt's actually managed to get past Scott. He's got a nice 20-second gap in front of him now on his nice new fresh hards. So Matt could actually do some damage here to the guys in front.
Goomba here in a Red Bull sandwich. I think Bimmer guy's just been lapped.
Yeah, I think
and
that's what it
Fritz
was,
Strick
yeah.
will be coming to get lapped soon as well.
Oh, Goomba's come up to the back of Atkins' teammate. Oh, he hits
There's
the
a
back
bit of
of
a
him.
nudge. Scott comes in.
He's got to have a run this time. He's got to. He doesn't know what way to go.
Oh, he does send it.
One. Oh, that was a bit. Yeah, he's let him go again, but not sure if that's caused Goomba any damage or not.
Frustration maybe from Atkins being stuck behind Goomba for a while there.
Yeah, that's what it was. I say that's what this track can do. It's that hot. It's a monster. It is. It's horrible. Then the guy's gonna be right at the back of Scott now. Just over halfway through the race now already.
I would like to say it's gone fairly quick.
In all fairness, I think it has. Yeah, Matt's already taken 2 seconds out of A72. Okay, A72 is now in the pits, but before he went in the pits, he'd taken 2 seconds out of him, so there's potential we could jump him here. There he is. So Matt does jump A72, so that's P5 at the moment for Matt. He's got Destroyer 24 seconds up the road, and he still has to pit as well. So if he can make up some more time on him, he could jump up to P4 here. So Atkins and Goomba still going at it as well. Bimmer guys on the back of Scott as well.
Lee mentioned letting the lap car through Raw. It's virtually impossible here.
Yeah, and it is only under safety car.
That's even if we get a safety car.
Yeah, I'd say I don't think you will. But under safety car, obviously, all you need to do, if you get a lapped car behind you under the safety car, is just go off track. Obviously, you can't really do it here. You can do it in the chicane, but you've got to be careful doing it because it can give you a corner cutting penalty. But yeah, you just got to pull out the way off track, let the lap car through, come back out. Yeah, that's all you've got to do. So Bacon Soda has pit. Atkins has let Goomba past.
I think it's Plum.
Oh no, it's Plum, sorry. Yeah. Goomba's now going to have to let his teammate go, and Atkins is going to try and take advantage, but Goomba's not going to let him do it. So Matt's taking a second out of Destroyer. Hyper Ignite is now in the pits. There's Bacon Soda in comparison.
We'll jump on board with that.
Oh, there he is.
It's going to be close. Oh.
And Hyper sort of just, in a sense, kind of cuts him off and says, no, you ain't.
He's going to have a look up the inside.
Have a look. Oh, Hyper's gone deep, and that's allowed Bacon Soda through.
There's Bacon Soda back up to P2.
That was great driving by Bacon, to be fair. Didn't do nothing wrong.
Lee taking a mick out of Goomba's steering. Never realised how unorthodox Goomba's steering looks. Oh, and I think Goomba maybe gives Atkins the bait into the pit there. That's what it looked like anyway.
Not sure. Atkins is now going to be on fresh mediums, whereas Goomba's going to be on his dead hards. He needs to actually answer, I think, Goomba. I think he needs to reply this lap. Yeah, Goomba's going to have to go in this lap. So Matt hasn't quite got Destroyer. Destroyer's come out 3 seconds up the road.
Talented Atkins, fresh mediums to try and get past Talented. He's on.
Oh,
it's that corner.
There.
Oh, and Bimagai gives the wall a little tap.
Lee's Trick's now paying Goomba a bit of a visit.
Lee giving his team a cheer. Matt saying he's doing well for the Alpine, which he is.
And Goomba is going to reply to Atkins.
See where.
Jump on board with Atkins now, I think. See where he comes out in comparison.
I think it's going to be. I think Goomba might just snip him, but
It's
I don't know.
It's going to be close because Bimmer guy's in front, slowing Atkins down on the slower tyre. He's going to get. He's going to get him. Goomba's going to lose out as well to both of them.
Goomba really had to pit last lap, and it's just.
I think his teammate was in the pits when he was thinking of going in. I think that's why it looked like Goomba was going to go in and then pull out at the last second.
I assumed Goomba was baiting him, but maybe had to change his mind last minute.
Hyper's lost it.
Just dropped behind the lap cutters, I think. A couple of them.
Everyone's a little bit spread out now. Goomba's managed to get Bim a guy. I think he may have used baking soda to get past.
Bacon Soda be looking for the chase on Plum, but it's going to be a difficult one as he sets the fastest lap then 11.7 on the mediums.
Two Red Bulls are now behind each other. You can only imagine Scott will probably let his brother through if he catches him.
Oh, and Atkins goes a bit deep.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a big sort of much of a fight from Scott when Atkins does catch him.
He does have that 3 second as well.
Maybe under the tunnel. We'll see. Keep on board with Atkins. No, he's not quite close enough yet. I think Atkins will be he'll be a bit relieved that he's managed to get Goomba back behind him now.
Definitely.
Spent way too much time stuck behind him.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle to get past anyone around this track, let alone Goomba.
It is.
You could just do what I do and give him a little tap. I'm joking. Don't do that.
Well, Scott hasn't allowed Atkins through yet.
He's not quite close enough, and Scott may come out worse if he was to let him by, but I think he's
no, he just went deep.
I think we're probably going to see it through the tunnel this lap.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Or they might fight it out.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Look, he's pulled over. I mean, you can see that coming. See, you're allowed to do that as teammates. That's fair enough. Atkins is on the slightly fresher mediums as well. He can now go and get his head down and try and chase after Fritz Trick.
Maybe
that was the closest battle we had.
It was. Maybe slightly early. Atkins, I think, has a bit of a lock up there. Maybe slightly early to have the discussion, but
they got blue flags of baking soda behind them as well. I didn't see that. Gonna have to let that hash through. Scott does it nicely.
Lee's just put full second. We might have the Red Bull situation. I have my reasons moment. I have my reasons.
Yeah. Now baking soda catching up to the back of Atkins.
Assume he's probably going to let him go
Yeah,
through
he's
the
going
tunnel.
to sit. He's letting him go now.
There's not many places to do it around this track, but he does it nicely.
Bacon gave him a little bit of a steering wheel wiggle then to say thank you.
He did.
Destroyer is in the 5 second window for Hyper.
He is. Scott picks up another 3 second. Let's jump on board with the Lonely Plum. We had a departure from the league over the weekend, which now does put this man in the lead for the championship. Evening, Tom. Shaggy's putting chat. Horrible feeling being lapped around this track, mate. It's not out the norm. In all fairness. As Plum gives A72 another wiggle of gratitude. Jack falling out of that 5-second window to Hyper's post-race penalty. Wilco Scott's in the chat. Hello, mate. Welcome in. A lot of the Wednesday guys tuning in here.
Yeah, but is it Wilco Scott or is it Wilco Stewart?
I know where you live, by the way.
Why, is that so you can come and collect my glasses so you can actually see the screen properly, or?
Hey, stop it. I think might give a lap of limelight to each driver here. There's not much going on. This man here doing a stellar job for Alpine up in P5.
Definitely, yeah. He's having a really, really good race, to be fair, is Matt.
Wait, stop it. Yeah, as Primal says, he's back in the chat. All spread out. Yeah, all spread out. Pits have been done. Nine laps to go. The same front three as it was in qualifying. Bacon Soda served a 5-place grid penalty. He's got himself back up into P2 now. Hyper Ignite is in his own little world. Cruising round. Bimmer guy with a 3-second. You will see the penalties come in now.
Sorry about that. I was a bit distracted with my phone. Oh, and Matt just taps the wall then on the back end. He hasn't got to worry. He's got loads of space in front and behind, so he just needs to bring it home, really. Only 8 laps to go as well. Now it's gone quick.
Primal's just put something interesting in chat. Who's going to pit for the softs to get that fastest lap? He's thrown it out there as Hyper Igniter.
Well, so Plum doesn't need to. He's currently got it, isn't he? So
he has. Hyper Igniter does have a post-race 5-second penalty, Primal, so don't think he can afford it. Bacon Soda has a 3-second, so you may see one of the back runners have a go.
Well, Bacon Soda is probably feasibly the only one that could do it, because he'd have enough time to get out in front of Hyper. I think Bacon Soda, if Plum was to go in and try and do it, I think Bacon Soda could potentially get in as he comes out the pits. It seems to be about sort of like between 17 and 19 seconds for a pit. But then again, if Plum was to pit and come out behind Bacon Soda, he'd have enough space to back off go for the fastest lap and then catch up with him again, be in the 3-second penalty window.
He would.
Bear with me 2 seconds, mate.
No worries. Pack once again fairly spread out. Closest we've got going is the Goomba and Scott battle, but I think Bacon Soda's coming up to an Aston Martin of, I want to say, Fritz Strick. No blue flags as of yet.
Yeah, it's Fritz Trick in front of Bacon Soda. It's a shame, because one of my early shouts for driver of the day has now got a penalty, and that was Matt.
I think he's had that for a while, mate.
Yeah, no, I was just sort of trying to gauge an idea of who I was going to give it to. Don't really like giving driver of the day to someone that's got a penalty during the race, you know what I mean?
Just have a quick glance at the position changes. Highest gainer is Bacon Soda. Does have the in-game penalty, which is a factor. And a good shout could be Drac. Currently P4 for the Astons, up 2 positions. Don't think he's been involved in many incidences that I've seen out of the fair few that have happened. Talented also up 4, but as you said, he's got that penalty. It'll be a tough call.
Yeah, it doesn't let him down. I think if he didn't have that penalty, I think he probably would have been the guy.
I think I would agree with you on that.
Right, so Plum's now got a 21-second gap for Bacon Soda.
It's typical from Woodsy in chat. He deserves it. Hashtag no Alpine bias, honest. If there's no Alpine bias, there's no AlphaTauri bias, so we'll stick Plum for driver of the day. Only joking. In all fairness, going back towards the beginning of the race, with that little bit of a Goomba train, Goomba did well there. But we don't like Goomba, so...
Matt tags the wall there. Atkins is on the back of Fritz Frick, just seen that. It's another one in with a shout, to be fair, Atkins. He's made some decent... Oh, curse of the commentator strikes again.
Oh, not 2 weeks in a row. It wasn't me this time, Atkins, when you watched the stream back.
It was literally instant as well.
But yeah, you are right. It is a good shout.
Yeah.
I think I've got mine in my head.
Well, it's your turn to choose it this week, so...
It is, yeah. But it is a tough call.
Oh, Matt Atkins tags the wall again there. I think we may see some people going... I think either Plum or Bacon's going to go in for the sauce, I think.
In all fairness, you may even see Bimmerguy go for it. He's got nothing to really lose.
He might do. So we're into the last sort of 3-4 laps now. Been fairly, if for want of a better term, it's been fairly straightforward for Plum tonight.
It has. Had a bit of pressure from Bacon Soda in qualifying, in all fairness.
Yeah, and Hyper kept him honest for the first few, like handful of laps as well in the race. Fritz Trick picks up a 3 second. That could potentially help Atkins out.
He's just on that cusp, 4 tenths. I'm not sure how. I think A72's just got the 1, but still got 2 laps go.
Yeah. Or if someone's going to come in for the softs.
Hyper Igniter picks up a 3 second.
Yeah, if someone comes in for the softs, it'll be this lap.
With a yellow.
1 yellows.
I think that's.
It's Fritz Trick, I think.
Yeah. We'll keep on board with Plum. He's going to come up towards the pit entries. Tom puts in chat, this is Alpha making this happen. They're against us Red Bulls. Hey. Commentator's curse. We don't intentionally...
Atkins gets Fritz Trick.
To Plum stayed out.
Fritz Trick's definitely had some sort of issue there because Scott's caught up with him rapidly. That he's going really slow.
Is he in low fuel mode?
He's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel already. He's still got 3 laps to go.
I thought he was going a bit... Bacon sodas.
Goomba's got to be careful coming up to Fritz Trick here. Oh, I think he's trying to DNF the car. Or is he just trying... No, he's trying to get out of the way. Yeah, unfortunately, he's underfueled the car, expecting a few safety cars. But the safety car glitch doesn't allow it to come out around Monaco. It's the same on the last game.
It was. Fritz Trick's just going to have to crawl round.
Although saying that, Bimmer guy's solid red light on his fuel as well.
He does have one.
I think it's flashing, I'm not sure. I don't know.
Will end for Fritz Trick in 2 laps time. As Plum's going to approach him. He does ease off all and Plum clips the wall there.
Unlucky for Fritz Trick. Bimmer guy's not going to be far behind, I don't think.
Oh.
Right. Was that a Ferrari spinning nearly then? A72.
You're correct, Lee, yeah. With going back to Hyper's 5 second, even with that post 5, he would still keep that podium position.
Yeah.
And there's Plum.
Plum goes over the line. Plum takes the win round Monaco for the Monday division. Follow Bacon slowed around. A72 in front of him. Excellent performance tonight from Matt. Or talented.
And there's Bacon Soda P2. He takes his time going over the line.
Hyper Igniter, even as you say, like Woods pointed out, even with that 5 second penalty hanging over his head, I think still going to get P3 on the night. Wouldn't take too much longer though, because you might lose it.
And there we go.
There's Destroyer. Bimmer guy just behind him, I think, Destroyer. Yeah. Well, in all fairness, that seemed to go quite quick.
It did. Short quali helped. We don't like to see short quali, but
No.
Bacon Soda with the
Soda
in-game driver of the
from
day.
game.
He did gain 5 positions after serving an unfortunate 5-place grid penalty. But there's the run through. Plum with maximum points. I think that's potentially the first driver to do it this season across both leagues.
I think it might be.
Full maximum points for Plum. Fastest lap in qualifying. Clean race. Not driver of the day. Fastest lap and P1. P2 Bacon Soda. Great race from him in the end. Unfortunate to get the 3 second as he was up there for a shout for driver of the day. Hyperigniter P3 as mentioned. Keeps that P3 position. We've got Drac in P4, who is my actual driver of the day. A nice, pretty good lap. Good race for Drac. Up 2 positions, I believe. Up 2 positions.
Kept it clean.
He kept it clean. Got that extra point. P4 for him. Matt P5, also another shout. A72, P6. Great result for the Ferrari boys. Atkins, Scott, Goomba and Bimmerguy complete the top 10. And the final point scorer, Mr. Fritzrich, P11, which is still fairly decent points. And unfortunate we said goodbye in the race to William Blau with a retirement with rear wing damage and icebreaker. Let's quickly... I'm probably going to be a bit too late to invite him here.
Yeah, I invited Plum. I didn't get the others.
Hopefully they're still in the lobby and we'll be able to give them an invite. But Destroyer Drac gets driver of the day. Let's Hyperigniter. How do
I'll let you do it then.
View game card. And then Bacon Soda. So wait for the podium guys to join.
There we go.
They're all in here. We'll first speak to Hyperigniter.
Make sure you've included your audios, please.
Yeah.
What he said. Hyperigniter P3.
Yeah.
And you keep that P3 obviously with your post-race 5.
Yeah.
A lot of drivers out there for the shout for driver today. You kept Plum slightly on his toes for the first 5 laps, I'd say. And it's hard to keep him on his toes. So well done to you. Take us through your race, mate.
So at the start, my game plan was just to try and keep with Jens, to be honest, keep with Plum for as long as physically possible. The pile up did kind of help. Me and Plum gained a 5-second gap. So there I was just kind of trying to use my ERS to keep with him. Then obviously I saw Bacon get through the pack very quickly. No, he's quick, so backed off the ERS a little bit, tried to kind of just conserve as much as I can, knowing I had the 5 seconds for after the race. But yeah, then kind of left it a bit late with pit stops. Was hoping to get an undercut on Bacon, but he pitted lap 20, so I wasn't planning on him pitting early. And he almost got the jump on me. He got me next corner instead, though. And I got wing damage, so was just trying to play it out from there, really. It was kind of a boring race after that.
Just try and get it across the line, which you did.
Yeah. We did notice, actually, Hyper, when Bacon Soda, when you were coming out the pits, it was almost like you were trying to defend a little bit too hard and ended up sort of hitting the wall at the top of the hill.
Yeah, I mean, Bacon definitely wasn't very happy with me. He was not happy I was defending so hard, but yeah, I didn't realise cold tyres would be that punishing. And as I came up the hill, I just got so much understeer. And I tried to, I still for some reason decided I was going to try and defend. And yeah, I got punished for trying to defend so hard at the last corner and hit the wall because of it. So yeah.
Well done on your P3, mate.
Thanks.
You can interview Soda, Bacon.
Oh, thank you very much. Bacon Soda.
That's all right.
Yeah.
excellent race, to be fair, mate. I know you weren't happy with the 5-place grid penalty you got, and understandably so. But unfortunately, other people have been caught out before. I know what you were saying about it being Monaco as well, but in all fairness, you sort of took it in your stride in the end and managed to take a P2 out of that race. So take us through it, mate.
So yeah, it was pretty. I had a good start. Jumped, I think, 2 or 3 people, and then it was just getting past Atkins, and then he defended and he made a mistake into the corner before the hairpin. So I got him there. And then it was just sort of pushing to get hyper. I knew before, even if I didn't have the 5-place penalty, I would have probably been P2 anyway because Plum was too quick. And then so yeah, just undercutted hyper, and then yeah, just sort of played it from there. And it was pretty much that from there. Pretty boring race after that.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, the gaps did open up quite substantially between the front 3 in the end.
Yeah.
But luckily, for the stream purposes, if you're going to go back and watch it, there were quite a few close battles further down the field. So there's some good racing there to watch. But yeah, no, well done on your P2, mate.
Cheers.
Mr. Plum, well done, mate. P1. Don't quote me on this, but I believe across both divisions, you're the first driver to gain maximum points out of the qualifying and race. So congratulations for that. I mean, I think it was a pretty easy race for yourself. Take us through it, mate.
No, there wasn't much to do really, but if like something happened, then I had that gap, so I don't know. Like it wasn't much to say, but I think I did get the Grand Slam as well, led every lap, so that was alright. Then my mission was for a bit of fun, just to try and lap everyone apart from P3 and P2, but I didn't succeed. But I was close, to be fair. But other than that, I just keep the car on track, don't go into any walls, and jobs are good, easy.
we were contemplating whether yourself or Bacon Soda was gonna chuck on the softs for the fast lap, to get that fastest lap.
We were debating.
We were.
Plum obviously still had it, but I think Bacon Soda could have.
Because me, Plum, and Hyper, we were all in the party together for the whole race. So
I was shouting at you guys to go for it, and you just didn't. So I don't know why.
I said to Bacon not to pick because I'm gonna get Grand Slam, but
a good driver would have lapped every car though. So.
But anyway, congratulations to the 3 of you for the podium. Congratulations to all of you that actually finished, because Monaco is a see you next Tuesday of a track. I think a lot of guys.
No, it's a good track.
A lot of guys, bar this guy Plum, would agree. But anyway, Monaco's done for you guys. My turn and the Dark Mark's turn on Wednesday, as well as some other guys that have been watching the stream. I'm gonna need it. So congratulations, and obviously tune in for the Wednesday stream. Mr. Gunner's in the comments box as usual. 8:30 start, because it's gonna be a fun one for us all. So make sure to tune in for that. And yeah, and obviously on Saturday 100% Monaco, which I will definitely not be reserving for, but obviously I'm sure the guys that do compete in that league will be looking forward to that. 8:30 once again, Mr. Gunners, and potentially Fatal. So make sure to tune in for that. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you on Wednesday. Goodbye.